Hi guys, welcome to another episode of So This is Life. My name is Blessing.
My name is Phaedra.
And we are happy that you're still here with us. You haven't gone anywhere. In fact, you're pulling all your friends to us because we are the thing. Anyways, let's just go straight into it, Phaedra. What do you think?
Let's get into it.
I just can't wait to
I
get it.
like this one.
Do
I
you?
like it.
Okay.
So, this is life.
All right.
You know those jokes that people always make about women being or not being wife material? You know them, right?
I hate them so much. Like, meter incarnate, yeah. How long is the meter for wife
What
material?
material do we use to...
Yeah.
They are not jokes at all. I married my girlfriend of 4 years over Easter, but let me tell you, I didn't know she was lazy. We had not lived together before because her parents can't allow, so she only moved in after the honeymoon. My wife? She's beautiful, caring and all, but she doesn't do any housework. She can't clean. She doesn't want to cook or do laundry because she says we can afford to pay people to do it for us. I remember when we just got married, she asked if she can add her panties to the laundry basket, but I thought she was joking.
She was joking,
It's
right?
true that we can afford help, but it's too much. Even our bathroom, she has the maid clean it. For making the bed, we agreed that the last one to wake up will make it. But let me tell you, she would rather wake up early and sleep in the sitting room so that I'm the last one to get out of the bed.
He's salty.
She makes sure our home is in tip-top shape. In other words, I think this means the home looks immaculate. But as a man, I would like to see my wife do some things herself. Something she says she will never do because, quote unquote, she wasn't born to suffer.
There's no reward for suffering. We've normalized that saying. Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
If I had lived with her before we got married, I would not have married her. It's that serious.
These are real problems.
It's that
Like,
serious.
people do go through this. Okay, first and foremost, I'm just going to say I am team wife. Hear me out. I'm team wife because I know the saying, there's no reward for suffering is like a normal saying now, like it's so cliche, but honestly, I don't believe that for you to prove that you're wife material, you should be able to do domestic chores, especially if you can afford help. I do believe, though, that things like making the bed should be a given. This woman
A
is
given
even
for the wife?
for everyone, because I was going to say this woman is even lucky that her husband doesn't leave the bed to her to make, because some men will never make the bed. So she's lucky that she has a husband who is willing to make the bed. But things like making the bed, scrubbing the bathroom every once in a while, I'm not even saying she should scrub her own bathroom every time. Even that, for me, I feel like it's okay to take a break and someone does it for you. I've had people who say to let in a house help like that in your bedroom to clean your bathroom is to let in even to be mutamanyi, like, okay, you're leaving things to chance. But I'm thinking, if someone can cook for you, what's the worst that could happen?
Yeah.
If they can cook your food, definitely. It's like the most sacred thing that they have access to. So for me, everything else is like, you can have access to this. So I'm team woman. And I don't see how she's lazy for choosing not to do domestic chores.
Yeah.
But if this man feels that way about her and he has communicated it and nothing has changed, he might as well just accept her the way she is and just accept that help can do whatever it is you want your wife to do.
For me,
I'm team wife.
what I would want to first decipher is, what does he mean by lazy? Does he measure lazy by the ability to do housework? Or is she overall lazy? She doesn't have a job. She doesn't do anything. She's a couch potato.
Yeah.
Because if you're saying she's lazy because she's not mopping, she's not cleaning windows, then in my opinion, she's not lazy. If you're saying that indeed we can afford, I don't know if that means it's your money or her money or both money, but you guys can afford to pay people to do these things. So what exactly is the problem?
Yeah.
I personally don't see it either.
Yeah. I've heard of people who say that men, like their husbands, like when you hire help, the husbands expect you, the wife, to be the one to pay the help because the help is doing your work. So you must be the one paying.
We are in an era where roles have flipped. But even not in flipping, women are doing some of the roles that men used to do traditionally.
Yes.
Women are waking up early and going out to look for money. That used not to be the case many years ago.
Yeah.
Women used to sit at home and tend to the home. Now they are going out to look for money, like you. And then they come back home and clean. Or should they clean first and then go to look for money, like you, and contribute to the household and do everything else that you expect them to do?
It's giving slave in
America.
Working the day and the night. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, like she's working day and night. So what do you mean?
Meanwhile, after she'll wake up and mop, right? Go to work.
Yeah.
Come back, maybe cook and do some cleaning that she didn't do.
Yeah.
And then in the night, open legs, make you happy. That's also a job, by the way. It's not easy.
Working day
and
the night. It's a chore on its own. It can be a chore. Okay,
yeah.
it's not supposed to be a chore, but there are circumstances where that feels like a chore in itself.
Especially when you're tired, you've had a long day, you're running things at the office, you're running things at home.
Yeah.
Really, when does it end? When do you catch a break?
You don't.
And anyway, right now, I feel like he needs to make his priorities clear.
Yeah.
If his priority is for his wife to do housework, let him make it known. I personally am in a relationship where the priority is kunonya sente, let's look for money. I am not expected to mop because mopping has never brought a penny to our home.
Thank you so
We
much.
get someone to help us with doing that.
Yeah.
And there's no shame in getting help. There's no shame in easing your burden. There's no reward at the end of the day for being the wife that is doing it all. And besides, from my experience, if you're getting everything right, then there's probably going to be a problem. I feel like if you carry the weight of maintaining the home yourself, you're probably going to drop something at work.
Yeah.
If you're carrying work well, you're probably going to drop something at home. Which is probably what's happening with this lady.
Your necklace is falling.
My cute necklace.
So beautiful. Do you want us to fix it?
Yes,
or should
please.
we take it off?
No, let's fix
you
it.
wouldn't let go of it.
My
Give
necklace
us
is
a
from
break.
Jyst, Bree.
So beautiful. Let's wait for you to.
Okay.
You're good.
And then there's no way I'm taking it off. Do you see how cute it is?
Yeah, it is beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. Well, wait. There's one cut though in that story.
Putting the panties in the laundry.
Yes.
Okay, maybe it's different putting it in a machine than
And
handing
someone,
it to someone.
yes, hand washing them for you.
Wash
Hey,
it for you.
no.
Yeah, there's
I
a
feel
bit
like
of a
even-
line to draw
Yeah,
there.
Yes. Because
I
even
agree
as
with
the help, I feel like njagala sente, but this is where we're going to draw the line. I would rather starve than
But what's wrong with pants? It's just small bodily fluids.
every now and then. It could get worse. Also, on that same topic, there are people who like pile their undies. And I know someone can say, oh, that's also lazy. But I could choose to pile my undies from Monday to Sunday and say I'm washing on Sunday. Because I have enough to go around the week and 2 more weeks.
I know someone that used to do that, but her end game was to soak them like maybe Saturday night and then give them attention and time on Sunday,
Yeah.
put them outside to get some sun, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, stuff like
So
that.
that doesn't make someone lazy.
Wash as you bathe and then hang on the peg.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What kind of you? I want to know. I don't know if people are comfortable enough to say that, but what kind of person are you? Do you put your undies out in the sun to dry? I used to do that because I used to feel like, you know what, my undies deserve this sun, so that when I wear them, I have this illusion that when I wear an undie that has been like sun dried, it feels amazing on the body, as opposed to one that has dried by the grace of God under the shade.
By the grace of God. I used to think about it as a big deal, especially when they say it helps to prevent infections and all those things.
Yeah.
But there's just no time.
From the way this man is saying, it sounds like he's a bit regretful of his decision.
Because he has said he would not have married her.
So it makes me wonder if he's considering like cheating, like a side chick, just because.
Will the side chick come and wash for him his clothes and clean his house?
Because how do you divorce someone that they don't do domestic
But she
chores?
has not met his expectations. It's as simple as that. He had an expectation. I wonder if you made it clear.
I was going to say, what do people do in their talking stages? What do they do?
But talking stage, will you know that I don't mop? Is that supposed to be a point of conversation?
No, but I remember a conversation I had with a guy once where he asked me directly, like, are you willing to be the kind of woman that does this and this and this? I was like, no. And he said, I don't think you and I would work out. So I feel like sometimes if you are that person in that sense, there is no shame in directly asking someone what they think about. You don't have to ask them, let me see your hands. You don't look like you know how to scrub. No, but you can ask them, engage them on what they think about certain topics, especially when it comes like to traditional gender roles.
I think there are some things that you just never know, or even that never occur to you. For example, if this man has grown up in a home where his sisters do housework, he just would not imagine that there are women out there who do not do housework. So it's not even something that he would consider to ask, because it's just not possible for him, for his life. It's not.
Do you think men think that naturally every woman knows how to do domestic work?
Yes, I remember the shock on my husband's face when he learned that I do not know how to peel matoke.
You don't know how to peel matoke to this day?
I cut it, and I'm not ashamed.
Yeah.
And we've had debates about it. And I've also asked him, how much money has my non-matoke peeling skill taken away from us as a family, because I don't know how to peel matoke. Yeah. And the answer is none.
And also when you make matoke and smash it, does it matter how well peeled it was? Because you'll mash it and then everything is just like mashed. It doesn't matter.
Right.
For me, my point was when I met my husband, I remember telling him, let me tell you, I'm not going to be those people who do things like domestic chores to prove that I'm marriage material. He knows this conversation, we've had it before. I was like, heck, I know how to do most of the things, but I'm not going to do them, especially during this, because I just don't want you to marry me because of how hard I can work in the home.
That reminds me of something. You know,
he didn't even ever ask me. I just brought it up as a conversation because I wanted to manage expectations and him to know that, okay, if I decide to settle with this chick, it has to be for things that are beyond how hard she can scrub a blanket.
So you know how people encourage single girls, do not give boyfriends husband privileges until they have whatever. Do you okay, I know from the Christian sense of it, it's about sex. Don't give him that until he has. But do you think there's a possibility that some people are also talking about, don't wash his shirts, don't wash boxers? You know that girlfriend who goes to visit on Saturday?
On the weekend, and they are busy. And for me, the reason I even brought that up in conversation beforehand is because I didn't do it a lot, but the one time that I did it, it still didn't translate into anything. And at the end of it all, I was just tired and I just hated everything it represented. You know, growing up as a girl who is also like the oldest girl, you can understand growing up in an African home. I've done these chores. So finally, when I'm married, this is not something I want to be doing in my home when I can afford someone to help
pay someone to I find no shame in paying someone to ease you of those loads. But I honestly think it would be nice just once in a while for him to see her maybe change the sheets, or say, let me wash this cup, something. I think it would be nice if you try to look at it as I don't know, from the man's perspective. I know there are men who don't want their women to lift a finger. Yes. But clearly this is a man to whom it is important to him that she does this. If he's saying he wouldn't have married her, it's important to him.
Okay.
So maybe it would be nice for her to just do one thing or two things. Like get a broom and sweep. Don't keep it for when the maid is coming to do it.
Okay, but also on that note, how do you live in a place that is dirty? Yeah? Yeah?
He has said it's in tip-top shape.
Because
he said
because someone is maintaining.
In other words, she makes sure. But you see, there are some homes where there's a maid, but still the wife will not have a care. Yeah. The wife will say, hey, when you wake up in the morning, make sure you mop the house. Yeah. She will never say dust this surface. Yes. She will never say dust the countertop. Yeah. You look at her cooker and it's full of food. Yeah. So the fact that he has said it's in tip-top shape means she's managing it quite well, actually. And she's doing a good job. That's commendable in itself. Yeah, but yes, like you said, if something is important to your partner, sometimes it doesn't matter whether it's not important to you. If it is important to them, you compromise. But it's also important for him to know that just because I've decided to do it doesn't mean
it's not going to be my life for the rest of my life.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think it's important for me to say that much as I'm encouraging the wife to compromise, that's a compromise that I myself don't want to make.
And that when you're having your talking stages, please
Have these
conversations,
conversations, right?
Otherwise,
don't take anything for granted.
let
That's
me tell
true.
you, detergent burns my wrists sonze. If you are washing with, so it's important that these conversations are had in your talking stages. Nothing should be off limits because you're going to end up with this person. Then you start. Yeah,
That's true.
yeah. Anywho,
And we would like to hear from you.
Yeah.
Are you team, let's do the housework and be wife material? Our material is measured in the most expensive silk, 5 yards, 6 yards. Or are you team, I was not born to suffer. What am I doing? We have people who can do the work for us. Why? What am I trying to prove? But what reward is there anyway at the end of the day?
Okay, love.
Especially if your home is in tip-top. So you love me less because I'm not mopping.
Yeah. I've not seen you mop, therefore you're not woman enough.
Oh, Lord.
Yuck, even the sound of that is annoying. Thank you for engaging with us. We love it so much.
Thank you.
Let
Thank
us
you
know
so
what you
much.
think. Yeah.
Please do let us know. Don't forget to subscribe. Share this episode with all your friends. We are looking forward to your feedback. Thank you for following us Instagram, TikTok, and X. That is
sothisislifeug.
If you would like to send us a story, to collaborate with us, to make any communication, please send us an email at
sothisislifeug@gmail.com.
Thank you for being here.
And
Sean, big Sean on the
bye-bye.
face. Cedric on the camera. Thank you.
God on that beauty. Mwah.
Right?